How you doing, YouTube? Mountain Master Beer Reviews back with beer. How about that? This dude's drinking beer. Who would have thunk it? Yeah, a little bit of whiskey barrel aged Russian Imperial Stout time in the form of the North Brewing Behemoth. Is it? Oh, is it Behemoth? Behemoth? I don't know actually. I'm gonna drink it though, regardless. North Brewing. They're all about stouts, baby, which is pretty fucking cool. I mean, we all know barley wine is life, but stouts are awesome too. And they did what they call the Revenge of the Stouts. They do this thing where they release stouts once a year, and this was part of that set, a 5-beer set, the last one of that set that I'm doing. Yeah, let's just dive into it because I want to drink this sucker. As far as what it says on the bottle, it says Behemoth, Russian Imperial Stout, Asian whiskey barrels. Done. 17 the year, and I don't think there's an ABV in here. It's going to be like 17%. Kind of caught me off guard. I don't see an ABV in here. Neither do I care, to be perfectly honest with you. I think all their other beers did have them, but whatever. And the label's cool. It's just, black on white. It's got Godzilla in the background. Hopefully they don't get sued for trademark infringement or anything like that. But, yeah, there you go. Beer. The North, Endicott, New York. No hiss there. We'll talk about that. Not too far away from Binghamton, so if you're in that kind of corridor between Scranton, Wilkes-Barre to Syracuse, it's not a far trip for you. Aggressive pour, 0 head. No hiss on it, which means probably undercarbonated. The 5 I had, this one and one other one, was undercarbonated. Kind of a bummer. So, it's kind of a big deal, especially in these kind of barrel-aged beers. But anyway, let's get into it. So it's a micron of a head. What I like my coffee to look like color, and she be dark. She's got that blue blocker kind of legs on her. You can see her sticking around for days. Dive right in the nose. This one actually has oxidation going on. I'm smelling like a weird crushed walnut hazelnut thing combined with oxidation, a little wet paper, a little just, not mustiness, just old. Just old. The barrel's there's a little bit of soft charriness with a little bit of that oak. That's where I think I'm getting those nutty vibes from, is that kind of wood. The booze is kind of there, but it's nondescript. There's a little bit of a kind of alcohol evaporation. And there's a soft, very faint kind of roasted malt to it. And that's it. Gentle nose. Nothing too crazy. I kind of dig it, though. Let's just dive in. Cheers. Yeah, this is definitely, far and away, my least favorite of the bunch. Actually, pretty much all the beers, there's 5 in there. I forget which one. You'll see it. I'll upload all these at the same time. The other one that was undercarbonated was actually pretty tasty stuff. It was undercarbonated. Actually, I might have said it was going to be the best of the bunch if it was carbonated. This one is kind of missing the mark for me, beer-wise. It's coming off a roasty, almost subtle coffee kind of thing with like kind of bitter hops kind of involved too. I don't know if that bittering is coming from the roasted malt or the hops. I assume it's a bit of both. But there's a decent amount of oxidation in there. It's not musty. It's not funky. You're getting a decent amount of that kind of wet paper, kind of old book kind of thing going on there. But it's old book kind of, not super old book. It's not musty. Like, it just has that wet paper. It's just wet cardboard, wet paper thing going on. It's thin. It's kind of a bummer. A carbonation not being there, you almost assume it was going to be thin. But it's thinner than you want it to be without having that carbonation. So if the carbonation was there, it would still be thin. It's just roasted malts, a little bit of nondescript kind of booziness. And that's pretty much it. Yeah. It's just beer. It's a barrel-aged beer. It doesn't have any kind of calling card to it. It just kind of lacks from top to bottom. It's kind of a bummer. But you know, 1 out of 5, 1 out of 5, or 1 out of 4. No, 1 out of 5. You say 4 out of 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 4 out of 5 hits. Not a bad deal. You know what I mean? It's just too generic and too basic for me to kind of get into. But the other ones were pretty damn good. So I'm not going to be kind of peeved too much about it. Just wish it was just a bigger, better beer with a decent amount of carbonation. But like I said, I don't think carbonation alone would have saved it. I think that's it. I don't think there's much else to talk about. It's more roasty than anything. So if you're going into it, you want just brass tacks, you get an uncarbonated roastiness. Touch of coffee, a little bit of nuttiness, and that'd be that. So let's talk about it. It's one of the better barrel-aged stouts I've had as of late, value and availability, it was part of a 5-pack for $65, so what's that, $13 a bottle? Not too shabby. Especially these kind of beers nowadays tend to go for a bit more. And just say if you like what we like this. You know, if you like undercarbonated barrel-aged beers, I don't know what to tell you. It's very kind of basic. It tastes like, a textbook. What's an imperial stout? And if you it's softly barrel-aged, almost like if you actually, like a lot of home brewers kind of throw chips in their fermenter, and that's kind of like the age on oak kind of thing instead of barrel aging. It comes off a little bit basic in that form or fashion, but like I said, it's not bad. It's not disgusting. It will be drank. It's a tasty enough beer to where you're like, okay, this is okay. It's just the other ones were markedly better to where this one just kind of falls short. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you didn't, anywhere in between, down there, words and stuff and things and bits and pieces. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Tapped. How about that? 4 places. You find this dude if you want to check me out anywhere else. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice stouty McStouty-ness thing now. And hope to see you next time. Cheers.